In dedicato imperatum. The war cry echoed once more, a rallying call that reverberated through the still smouldering ruins. The Imperium demanded our unwavering dedication, and we, the Sons of Dawn, were ever ready to answer. The destruction of the Chaos stronghold was but a single victory in the Great Scouring, a campaign that tested the mettle of the Imperial Fists. As I surveyed the aftermath, the duty ahead weighed heavily on my shoulders. But with the Templar brethren at my side, the radiant bastion above, and the unwavering determination of the Imperial Fists, we would continue to forge the Imperium's path through the darkness. The journey was far from over, and our steadfast march towards victory continued unabated. Praetor Heimdall's black and yellow artificer armor bore witness to the brutal clash, its surface etched with the scars of the victorious siege. The flames of righteous fury, his two-handed great sword wreathed in fire, painted an otherworldly glow across the battlefield. The chain of zeal, an unyielding link binding gauntlet to sword, swung with the remnants of the fiery onslaught that had torn through the enemy lines. The Templar brethren honor guard, their own armor reflecting battles fought and won, encircled Heimdall with a stoic presence. Each Marine stood as a testament to the discipline instilled by their Praetor, their loyalty unwavering in the face of chaos. Surveying the aftermath, Heimdall's martial expertise in siege warfare had proven decisive. The Radiant Bastion, his flagship, dominated the sky, its plasma macro cannons leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. The librarian Luxum, his psychic prowess evident in the radiant glow of his eyes, scanned the battlefield for lingering chaos. Apothecary Vigil, silently moving among the fallen, ensured the wounded received the Emperor's healing touch. Siege Captain Gideon, a master of siege warfare, strategized with officers, while Vox Operator Octavia maintained seamless coordination. Champion Caster Stone's masterful combat skills were on display, a dance of precision and power with a training servitor. Tech Marine Ignis Rex, a living fusion of man and machine, enhanced the firepower of the Imperial Fist's artillery. His bionic enhancements whirred softly, a symphony of mechanized expertise. As the smoke cleared, the Templar brethren and their Praetor prepared for the next phase of the Great Scouring, their duty etched in the black and yellow of their armor, their resolve unbroken in the face of the Imperium's enemies. The remnants of the Chaos stronghold lay in ruin as I, Praetor Heimdall, gathered my command for a serious discussion on the next steps for the crusade. Siege Captain Gideon, his armor marked with the signs of battle, stood alongside Vox Operator Octavius, skillfully manipulating the communication console. Gideon, your insights into our recent victories have been crucial. What's your assessment of the current situation? I asked, my gaze unwavering as I surveyed the battleground. Gideon, maintaining his composure, spoke with a measured tone. Praetor Heimdall, the destruction of this stronghold has dealt a significant blow to the enemy. However, reports indicate other pockets of resistance across neighboring sectors. We must consolidate our gains and fortify our positions before pushing deeper into the warp-torn territories. Nodding in agreement, I turned to Vox Operator Octavius. Octavius, what word have we received from the wider front? Any notable developments? His fingers adeptly danced across the console as he relayed information. Praetor, the other battle groups are reporting successful engagements, but scattered resistance persists. Coordination is key to maintaining our momentum. Tech Marine Ignis Rex, his bionic enhancements gleaming, stepped forward. The Radiant Bastion is in optimal condition, Praetor. Our enhanced void shields and plasma macro cannons are at your disposal. The ship is ready to lead the way. Champion Caster Stone, his combat skills still vivid from the recent sparring, interjected. Our brothers are eager for the next challenge, Praetor. We stand ready to purge the heretics and cleanse these sectors in the Emperor's name. Apothecary Vigil, ever vigilant, added, we must ensure the wounded are tended to and replenish our supplies. The Crusade's success depends on the strength of our forces. Taking in the counsel of my command, I spoke. Consolidate our gains, fortify our positions, and prepare for the next thrust into the heart of chaos. Our duty is clear, and the Imperium demands our unwavering resolve. We move as one, for Dawn, for the Emperor. In dedicato imperatum,
echoed through the command circle, a resolute declaration that carried the weight of our commitment to the Great Scouring. As we turned our attention to the broader campaign map, the path ahead unfolded, and the brethren stood ready for the challenges yet to come.
The Voidcraft glided smoothly through the dark expanse of space, escorted by the protective embrace of Imperial Fist's escort vessels. The Radiant Bastion, my flagship, loomed before us, a colossal behemoth of armored might with its plasma macro cannons primed and ready. As the Voidcraft docked within the flagship's hangar, the bay doors sealed shut behind us. The hiss of pressurization signaled a secure environment as I disembarked, flanked by the Templar Brethren Honor Guard. The unmistakable scent of machine oil and the hum of power generators enveloped us as we entered the heart of the mighty battleship. Tech Marine Ignis Rex, already on board, greeted us with a nod. Praetor Heimdall, welcome back to the Radiant Bastion. All systems are operational, and the ship awaits your command. Excellent, Ignis Rex. Ensure that the Voidcraft are properly secured and initiate the necessary repairs. We shall convene in the Strategium shortly, I replied, acknowledging his report. As we made our way through the corridors of the Radiant Bastion, Champion Castor Stone walked beside me, his stoic expression unwavering. Praetor, our brothers are ready for the next phase. The enemy will know the strength of the Imperial Fists. Indeed, Castor Stone. Our determination and discipline shall be our greatest weapons. Let us convene in the Strategium to chart our course forward, I declared, the weight of leadership guiding my every step. Upon reaching the Strategium, Vox Operator Octavius was already at his station, coordinating with the fleet's officers. Praetor Heimdall, all Voidcraft have safely returned, and the fleet is prepared for warp translation on your command. Very well, Octavius. Transmit the fleet-wide signal. We move as one, I instructed, the gravity of the upcoming campaign settling over the room. Apothecary Vigil, standing nearby, addressed me with a nod. The wounded are being tended to in the medical bays. They will recover swiftly, Praetor. Your diligence is commendable, Vigil. Our unity strengthens us. Once the fleet is prepared, we shall make our move, I affirmed. With the command staff gathered, the Strategium hummed with activity as the Radiant Bastion prepared for warp translation. The Templar Brethren, vigilant and unwavering, stood by my side, ready to face the challenges that awaited us in the turbulent currents of the Imperium. The next phase of the Great Scouring was upon us, and the Radiant Bastion, a bastion of Imperial might, was ready to pierce the heart of the enemy's territories. As we convened in the Strategium, the room offered a commanding view of the Radiant Bastion's potent weaponry. The planetary assault petard, a singular dorsal macro cannon, dominated the space. Its immense size dwarfed any other weaponry on the battleship, a symbol of overwhelming firepower. The petard stretched along the dorsal spine of the Radiant Bastion, its menacing presence accentuated by the low hum of energy that resonated through the ship. The crew worked diligently around the colossal cannon, ensuring its readiness for the next planetary assault. Tech Marine Ignis Rex approached a holographic display, manipulating controls to provide a detailed schematic of the petard. Praetor Heimdall, the planetary assault petard is fully operational. Its destructive power surpasses any other weapon in our arsenal. We stand ready to unleash Terra's wrath upon our enemies. I nodded in acknowledgement, my eyes fixed on the holographic representation. Excellent work, Ignis Rex. The petard will be a decisive factor in the battles that lie ahead. Ensure its targeting parameters are precise, and let the enemy know the fury of the Imperium. Champion Castor Stone, his gaze fixed on the schematic, spoke with a hint of anticipation. The petard is a true marvel of Imperial engineering. With its might, we shall strike fear into the hearts of our enemies. Gazing out through the armored viewports, Heimdall took in the cosmic tapestry of stars. The vastness of space lay before him, and the responsibility of command rested squarely on his shoulders. The journey through the void continued, and the Imperium's call echoed through the ship's corridors. With a resolute demeanor, Heimdall prepared for the next phase of their journey. The crew awaited his orders, and the Radiant Bastion stood ready to sail through the stars, a formidable force under the guidance of its esteemed Praetor. Standing on the command dais of the Radiant Bastion, Heimdall issued authoritative commands to his crew as they prepared for the imminent warp translation. The hum of machinery and the orchestrated movements of crew members filled the bridge, creating an atmosphere of controlled urgency. Heimdall's voice, firm and resonant, cut through the ambient noise as he directed the coordination of the fleet. Vox operator Octavius relayed messages with precision, ensuring seamless communication among the ships. Siege Captain Gideon consulted tactical displays, strategizing the best approach for the upcoming warp transition, his expertise in naval warfare coming to the forefront. Tech Marine Ignis Rex monitored the ship's systems, ready to address any technical anomalies that might arise during the warp translation. The Templar Brethren, Heimdall's honor guard, stood in stoic vigilance, ready to defend their Praetor and the ship with unwavering loyalty. The crew, attuned to Heimdall's command style, executed their duties with disciplined efficiency. As Heimdall observed the synchronized efforts of his crew, he felt a sense of pride in the unity and strength of the Imperial Fist Legion. With a final authoritative order, he signaled the commencement of the warp translation. The ship vibrated with energy as the warp drive activated, and the stars outside the viewports elongated into streaks of light. The transition to the Imperium was underway, and Heimdall, surrounded by his devoted crew, braced for the unpredictable journey through the warp, a critical step in the ongoing crusade to safeguard the Imperium. As the shuttered viewports sealed the ship, a profound stillness settled over the command center. The fleet of 30 ships, a formidable assembly of Imperial Fists, gathered in disciplined formation, ready to plunge into the warp. At the forefront, proudly leading the procession into the Imperium, stood the Radiant Bastion, the flagship of Praetor Heimdall. The fleet's vessels, clad in the distinguished colors of black and yellow, formed a celestial armada against the canvas of the void. The shimmering hulls bore the battle scars of past conflicts, testaments to the trials faced and overcome by these steadfast warriors. Each ship exuded an aura of purpose, a shared commitment to the Imperium's cause. The Radiant Bastion, with its modified Gloriana-class battleship design, towered over its companions. Plasma macro cannons adorned its flanks, and enhanced void shields radiated an otherworldly energy. The planetary assault petard, the largest weapon in the fleet, was poised for action, a silent promise to eradicate any threat that dared oppose the Imperial Fists. Embraced by the warp's tumultuous energies, I stood upon the bridge of the Radiant Bastion. The viewports were sealed shut, plunging the command center into an eerie darkness that matched the unpredictability of the Imperium. Detached from the visual cues of the material realm, I turned to my crew, seeking clarity amidst the cosmic chaos. "Status report," I commanded, my voice resonating through the enclosed space of the bridge. The crew, a disciplined blend of Astartes and mortal personnel, responded with focused determination. Vox operator Octavius relayed information from his station, his fingers navigating the console with practiced precision. "Warp translation successful, Praetor. All ships accounted for, and navigational stability within acceptable parameters." I nodded, acknowledging the critical update. The Templar Brethren, standing vigilant in their black and yellow armor, remained statuesque in the dimmed surroundings. Siege Captain Gideon monitored the ship's structural integrity, a reassuring presence amidst the obscured vastness beyond the sealed viewports. Apothecary Vigil reported from the Medicae station. "No signs of warp-induced anomalies detected among the Astartes, Praetor. All vital signs stable." Tech Marine Ignis Rex, immersed in the hum of machinery, added, "No aberrations in the ship's systems, Praetor. All functions within optimal parameters." In the absence of visual confirmation, I leaned on the reports, relying on the expertise of my crew. The sealed viewports served as a reminder of our isolation within the enigmatic currents of the Imperium. "Continue monitoring," I instructed, the weight of the warp's uncertainties palpable in the enclosed darkness. The crew, undeterred by the lack of external vision, returned to their duties with disciplined resolve. As the Radiant Bastion sailed through the warp, veiled in darkness, I stood at the helm, a guardian in the cosmic storm. Our journey continued under the shroud of the sealed viewports, the Legion navigating the warp's unpredictable seas with unwavering determination.